Welcome to the Minister of Hygiene's gaming channel. I'm your host, the Minister of Hygiene. Looks like Steam just went on their Christmas sale, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can find some gems for less than a Happy Meal. So basically looking for stuff under about $4. Good stuff under $4. Good stuff under $4. Now I'm looking for games that I'm at least A, familiar with, or B, have heard excellent things about. So some of these might be pretty cool. I'm just not familiar with them. So I'm going to stick with stuff I know to be good. I'm not putting in any DLC. These are just straight games. Okay, here's our first stop, folks. Civilization 3. This is considered by many to be the best Civilization game in the series. And in my opinion, until Brave New World came out, they had an excellent case. Still a good case. This is a great game, lots of depth. It starts out simple but gets more complex as you play, and with this package you get the complete series, all the DLCs, and a vibrant modding community. While many have moved on to Civilization 4, tons are still produced, and they are excellent. The Civilization series isn't really a grand strategy game if that's what you're looking for. It's grand on a scale, however, it's not grand in detail. Now, that doesn't mean it's bad. It's an excellent game. It meets that nice middle ground between the casual, really simple strategy games that don't provide a challenge to excellent grand strategy games from publishers like Paradox Interactive. Really, for $1.24, I mean, I can go down to Taco Bell right now and I can pay for a taco, one soft taco, and I'm pretty sure I'm paying more than $1.24, and this is everything in Civilization 3 that makes it the ultimate Civilization game. So for $1.24, definitely worth the purchase. If you don't already have it, of course. Okay, this is the second game I've run into here that's an excellent choice. I have personal experience with it. Mount & Blade. Also for the same $1.49, you can also pick up Mount & Blade in Fire & Sword. Both excellent purchases. The modding community for this is excellent. It is a fun game. It is probably one of the most interesting medieval simulators. If you like riding down the enemy on horseback with lances, smashing people with morning stars, and just see it covered in blood. And while the graphics are dated for 2008, there are plenty of mods out there to update them, and also plenty of mods to be in the world you want to. There's a Warhammer Fantasy mod. There is a Game of Thrones mod. I mean, a ton of content out there. This is an excellent purchase at $1.49. Hours and hours and hours of entertainment. I know this is 3.1 hours on record, but you know what? I own this before I put it on Steam. And here's with Fire & Sword. I like this one better because I like firearms. But there you go, 112 hours on record. This is a badass game. Not quite as good in the modding community as the original Mount & Blade. It doesn't have quite as many mods. Still $1.49. I say it's an excellent purchase. I'm putting this at the same level. This is a suggestion for both Mount & Blade and Mount & Blade with Fire & Sword. Combined, $3. And you will have hours and hours of entertainment if you like smashing people's heads, shooting arrows, shooting people down with good old matchlock rifles. It is just ridiculous the amount of fun this can be. Also, the modding community is just ridiculous. It's got an excellent modding community, hours and hours of entertainment for only $3. That's only $3 if you buy both. Each one's $1.49, so do what you wish. It is an excellent choice. And here we go, Serious Sam. This is the HD remake. I have not played the HD remake, but I have played the original, and I mean, it's a ridiculous amount of fun with the cooperative arcade action. single player, 16-player co-op. Co-op's really the way to go. Let me double check. $1.49 is ridiculous. It's awesome. But yeah, going at a level of this with 80 of your friends is just shit tons of fun. Shit tons of fun. Brutal Legend. This is number 3. This is number 4. Brutal Legend. And frankly, Double Fine made a pretty kick-ass game. It's an awesome game. It's fun to play. I also definitely enjoy the music. That's a big part. And other than the ending, which is kind of quick, shows up kind of out of nowhere, and you're just like, ooh, game's over. It's still fun getting there. And for $1.49, you know what? You can't beat it. $1.49, this is awesome. Awesome deal. I'd definitely pick it up. I mean, that's cheaper than a bag of chips, let alone a Happy Meal. Okay, number 5, Deus Ex. Or Deus Ex. Pfft, Deus Ex. Man, I'm an idiot. Deus Ex. This is the definitely best cyberpunk first-person shooter, and actually one of the most classic RPGs of all time. This is one of... everybody's heard the praises of this game. If you haven't, it would amaze me. For $1.74, buy it. Just buy it. Trust me. It's awesome. It's one of those games where there's tons of ways to do stuff. They don't even tell you ways to do stuff sometimes, and you can just do it. Or they'll tell you, do it this way, and you can do it a completely different way and get a better result. The memories tied with this game are just awesome. I couldn't even cover most of them. Especially not in this video. But $1.74, this would be a must-buy if you have never played this. You have to buy this game. It is awesome. Now, the graphics are dated. Don't care. Buy it. Great story. It's really a true RPG. Probably one of the best ever made. Buy it. That's all I'm saying. Buy it. $1.74. Buy it. So, number 6, with a caveat. Thief. The original Thief. One of the best stealth games ever made. I don't think anybody's really come close to being as good. Other than maybe Thief 2. And the only issue is I have not played this Steam version. I have played the original on an older computer back in the 2000s. This should work fine. I'd hope it would since they have it on Steam. But I have run into some issues with Steam and older games. Specifically, XCOM, which is why it's not on this list. I didn't really complain to Steam about it. First off, they didn't have a return policy at the time. And number 2, I spent like $2 on it. So, but definitely this game is probably the best stealth, other than maybe Thief 2, game you can get. I know the graphics are terrible, but the mechanics and how it operates just blow anything. I can't think of... Dishonored probably is pretty close, but this is the best, and it's also $1.74. I doubt Dishonored's $1.74. And here we go. Number 7, Thief 2, $1.74. Actually, I should include this with Thief and Thief 2, $1.74 each one. Not combined, of course, but they are the best stealth games. I mean, the only thing I think that comes close is, as I said before, Dishonored. Okay, I don't know, this is number 7 or 8. I kind of lost count since I did some double ones. System Shock 2. This is one of the best first-person shooter RPGs of all time. I know I said that about Deus Ex. I keep on wanting to say Deus Ex. Deus Ex, because it's God and Machine. But this one, the atmosphere, it's a horror game. It is ridiculously awesome. Cyberpunk, horror, sci-fi, classic, FPS says it right there, RPG, and it is one of the best. I don't know if this is the reskinned version. I heard somebody made a reskinned version. It's supposed to be really awesome. I don't know if that's a mod you can get, but if you've never played this, It's definitely worth it, especially for only $1.99. This is an awesome game. Buy it. I actually bought it twice. I bought it a long time ago, and I bought it again in Steam just because I like it that much. I'm not the kind of person who buys a game twice. I will admit the inventory system's a bit clunky, but if you can get past that, it's an awesome game. And well worth $1.99. Okay, do you like XCOM? Do you like turn-based tactics? Then this one right here, what is this, number 9? No particular order, by the way. Number 9 is Silent Storm. Think XCOM tactical turn-based during World War II, but alternate World War II. It's pretty awesome. You got power armor. $1.99, definitely worth it. I bought this a long time ago. Any XCOM fan would love this, or even original Fallout fan should enjoy it, although it does not have the humor of Fallout. But if you like the Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics type games, this is definitely worth it with a turn-based style. Okay, number 10. If you haven't played this yet, Hotline Miami. Yes, it's a top-down shooter action. It is violent. It has a pretty awesome soundtrack. Some of the songs with the dubstep are a bit... Dubstep isn't really my thing, but a few of them work really well with the levels. This is just an awesome game, ultra-violent, and you will die a lot, but it's hella fun. Just look at that video. Look at that. He just drilled into his head. Holy crap. $2.49, definitely worth it. I had a ton of fun playing this. I didn't even mind dying so much. It's every time I hopped in and just wailed on some people. Yeah, I remember a few missions took me 10, 15 tries, but this was an excellent game, excellent play, and definitely worth $2.49. Number 11. This is actually not really... I shouldn't even be numbering. These are really more like just do them in cheapest to more expensive. Fallout 2. This is one of my all-time favorite games of all time. I just said that all-time twice in the same sentence because it's just that good. It's just that good. Not everybody will like the 2D turn-based type style, but the humor, the sheer amount of things you can marry somebody and then pimp them out in this game. You can be a porn star. You can reenact for a fistful of dollars. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of stuff they have in this game. Fallout 3, New Vegas, yeah, and Fallout 4 all look better with the first person. Actually, I don't think they look better. It has a nice aesthetic. And yeah, the cutscenes do look like crap. So yeah, the 3 look better and things like that. But they don't have the same feeling as the original Fallout 1 and 2. So if you like any of the new ones and have never played Fallout 2 or Fallout, buy this. Buy it. It's $2.49. It is a ridiculously awesome game. Lots of replay value. You can do so much stuff in this game. So much stuff. It's just crazy. Buy it. Next one. I'm going to stop numbering these things because I think I lost count. Hearts of Iron 3. This is the game for the strategy geek. It is grand strategy at its best. World War II. Do you think you can do it better? I did. I won as Germany. I tried to win as Argentina once. Didn't work out so well, but I did conquer most of South America before somebody stomped on me. This is a ridiculously detailed game. You will put hours. Look at it, 94 hours right there. 94 hours into this game. The amount of detail that goes into it. If you're a strategy buff, this is your game. If you don't like strategy, definitely stay away from it. But for $2.49, anybody who enjoys strategy should pick this up. It will suck you up if you're in strategy. The graphics, yeah, I know they're subpar, but you will not find a more detailed World War II strategy game. $249. If you're into strategy, buy it. Okay, another one for you guys, for you strategy buffs out there. If you like science fiction, 4X, I would say Sword of the Stars, especially this is the complete collection for $249. You can't beat that. This is probably one of, in my opinion, most interesting 4X sci-fi based strategy games. It is turn-based strategically, but real-time tactically, which is interesting. It is not technically, it's not three-dimensional, it's two-dimensional combat, but it is still interesting. I think one of the neatest ways to show that the races are different. One of the big things is the propulsion system. Each race moves differently, and that means each race has their own tactics and strategies, and each race you have to defend against differently. You run into a certain race, your whole defense might just fall apart, and you have to come up with a new one real quick. Awesome game. You're picking up all of the expansion packs. Very worth it. $249. If you're into strategy and you like 4X, buy it. If you're into strategy and you like sci-fi or space-based games, buy it. It's a great game. Okay, folks, this is probably one of the other big ones here. That is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. You aren't going to find, in my opinion, you aren't going to find a better Star Wars RPG. Actually, you very unlikely to find a better Star Wars game. The only one I can think of is the X-Wing series. What was it? I think X-Wing Alliance or X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter. One of those awesome space sims. But this is hands down the best Star Wars RPG. And if you can't find Rebel Alliance, I think it's it's X-Wing Alliance, which I don't think is available on Steam or on the PC, which really sucks. So outside of that one, this is the best Star Wars game, hands down. The best. And it's only $2.99. I'm going to add in another twofer on this one, Shadowrun Returns and Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall. This is probably one of the, between this and I think Wastelands 2, two of the best Kickstarter-backed games to come out. This is an awesome game. If you like Shadowrun, if you like turn-based tactical, Cyberpunk, this is for you. If you've never tried it before but are interested, it's $2.99. Shadowrun Returns is cool. I would actually go with Dragonfall. Dragonfall's the better story. Shadowrun Returns is we got the Kickstarter to put this system out. Dragonfall is, we are putting out an awesome story. Harebrained Schemes is probably one of the most successful Kickstarter companies, and their games are definitely worth it. Now, keep in mind, this is turn-based, isometric, Cyberpunk. I just love Cyberpunk. It's awesome. 2077 now, I guess. Yeah, it was. I even played the earlier version. Shadowrun, two of the best Cyberpunk games in existence. I'm of course talking pen and paper, which I'm a big nerd, so I play. And I still play Shadowrun today. It's a great world, and this game and Dragonfall definitely take advantage of that setting very well. Okay, here we go. Rome Total War. Yes, there are a bunch of Total War games out there. This is, in my opinion, best they've done. Medieval 2 comes close, but Rome Total War is, in my opinion, the best. Everybody knows Total War games. I know it says I only have 27 hours, but I own this before I owned Steam. It's just awesome. And the speeches are fucking hilarious. You get some crazy bastard guy who's inbred. You stick him out in the middle of nowhere and he gets attacked, and he will say some of the craziest shit to his men. I remember one game I had that happen, and seriously, my general told his troops defending this castle, I know we will win today, because as my mother dressed me this morning, she assured me that I could not lose. It was fucking hilarious. A friend of mine even played one where he said that the guy was talking about pink elephants. I never had that happen personally, but oh, it is so worth it. There's generic speeches, but you get some of those crazy bastards out in the field, and the speeches are just fucking awesome. Medieval 2 is the same way, but this is the Total War Rome collection. Yeah, the graphics aren't as good. In my opinion, better than Rome. I don't like the new Rome Total War. I mean, not that I don't like it. It's not as interesting. Definitely, I think this is the better game, and probably the best game in the Total War series, with possibly the exception of Medieval 2. Right now on Steam, the Total War Collection is $3.24. Rome Total War Collection is only $3.24. Definitely worth it. I would pick it up if you've never experienced a good Total War game, or have only experienced anything other than maybe Medieval Total War 2. This is hands down, well, not necessarily hands down. Like I said, Medieval 2's, I think, close, but I think this is the best one. Another excellent game you should pick up, Left 4 Dead 2. Still has a very good multiplayer scene, despite being, 6 years old now? Yeah, 6 years old. Awesome game. I remember first time I picked up this game, we had the cops called on us because we were yelling too loud at it. They thought we were fighting somebody or something. The cop comes in and says, "Is everything okay in there?" "Yeah, we're just playing a video game, see?" We were kind of living in the bad part of town there. Awesome game. I know it says I only have 3.7 hours on the record, but again, I have owned this outside of Steam. It was worth it, in my opinion, to buy it on Steam again, even though I already owned it. Just haven't had much of a chance to get to it with all the other stuff I've got going on. Excellent game. It is $3.99 and I think that's definitely worth it for a very enjoyable co-op experience. Just get some friends together with it. I mean, what helps? Spend $20 and buy one for 3 other friends and yourself, and this will provide hours of enjoyment and yelling and yelling and yelling in fun. Definitely a great game, and I unreservedly recommend it. FTL, if you don't know what this is, you haven't been paying attention. If you don't own it, I would suggest getting it. An awesome time waster. This is a rogue-like, or light, as I've heard some people refer to it as, game, and it is fun as balls, even when you get your ass killed. It's just an enjoyable game that you can play and leave and come back, and you're right where you were. Just keep in mind, try not to leave in the middle of a fight. It will come back to where you were. Definitely recommended. It's only $3.99 right now on sale. And that's our list of games. All of these are classics. I would recommend them wholeheartedly, unreservedly. Now, you might be asking, well, why didn't you pick Portal? It's under $4, but you can pick up Portal and Portal 2 as a complete series for more than $4. I didn't want to suggest something that for only a few bucks cheaper you can get a whole complete set. A few games that make it in like that. Other games like XCOM, the original XCOM, didn't make it in just because I've had poor experiences with them getting them to work on Steam with my computer. I hope you enjoy and find some games that you will like. These are all classics. I mean, classic games in their genres. Comment, like, share, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will plan on releasing another one of these with the DLC shortly. And perhaps even do one on some of the big name games and see how discounted the deep discounts go on them. Thanks for watching, and have a great life.